Hello everybody, this is Vincent from Affiliate Theme.io, and this video is about the design options. So first of all, we're going to talk about the general tab right here. So the first point you have to define is if your website is displayed in a boxed layout or in a full width layout. So let's just go to the front end to see how the box layout, the current layout, looks like. So you can see literally this is a boxed content. So around our page content we have this little gray area, which can also be replaced by an image, by the way, but we have it really in a box. So maybe you want it to look more like a full width design. So we're going to change it to full width, click update, go to the home page, click update again, and you can see that now all those elements are scratched right to the left and right side of the screen, and we have a full width design. And of course it would have to be adjusted a bit so it looks really neat and nice, but you can see now the difference. The one is just really a block, a boxed section, and the other one is a full width section. So the next part of the general sections is the definition of our logos. So you can see already here that there are 4 different logos, but it's actually really just one. It will be just displayed in different places and for different purposes. So I already inserted them to check out if it works, but for now we're just going to remove them again and start with the first standard logo that is appearing right here, for example. So I will click add image and then go to upload files. So let's start uploading our logos. We start with the default logo. Just click add image. This is the usual procedure as we know it from our posts and pages. We're going to choose the corresponding image. Select, do the same for retina, which should be approximately the double of the size. So in my case, this will be this image. Again, and now we're going to upload the favicon. The favicon is this little icon up here. So it's always neat to, well, see something here instead of this blank boring paper. So again, here we're going to choose this .ico file and click upload, click select, and still the favicon for touch devices. Should be this one, yes. We click select and update. Let's just take a look at the front end to see if our logo was inserted. So yes, indeed, here on the left side we can see our logo now. So now let's move on to the top bar section right here. So the top bar is displayed on top of our navigation. So let's just take a look at our front end. So here on top of this section of our header, we will have a little top bar. So let's just activate it so we see what it is. We're not going to change the options yet. So let's refresh our front end and we can see there's just some dummy text displayed and we have a top bar right now. So what is the purpose of this top bar? So for example, if you want to include your blog and contact on the top right page here, which a lot of websites do and which is a very neat feature because it's always present and it's not on the bottom of your site on your footer but just on top of it, and maybe you want to include an interesting link or maybe just a text on the left side. Sometimes people also include some contact information there if they have, for example, a phone number or something like this. So let's just define a few things here. So we go back to top bar, we keep the layout, and also we keep the second layout option, which defines if we want to have the text left and the navigation right, or the navigation left and the text right. So here you can already see there's the word navigation coming up again. So here you can again define a menu that will be displayed here. So as we defined a menu for this part here, so for our main navigation, we can also define a menu that will be displayed here in the top right corner. So we're going to do that in a second. We're just going to leave it like that. We will keep the text field on the left side, just click update to be sure. And now, just with the main navigation, we go to Appearance, Menus. And now you can see that a new option appeared under Display Location. And this option is Top Bar. So if we define a new menu here, we can just say this should appear at the top bar. So let's just do that. We're going to create a new menu, call it Top Bar, click Create Menu, and now we're going to insert the contact and the block. We have it both inserted. Please don't forget to define the display location, of course, in that case the top bar. So let's click Save Menu and just refresh our home page. So you can see now on the top right corner we have this contact and block section, and that's much better than to have it here in the main navigation, because here we only want to have the very important things about the products we're advertising for. So a very nice feature again. And now we're going to switch to the header section. So as with each other option, you can choose the layout first of all. We're going to keep full width for now. And now we can change the layout of the header elements. So here on the right side, you always see a preview of the option you chose on the left. So right now, the navigation goes around the logo. So it's on the navigation is on the left and on the right side, and in the middle we have the logo. So let's just do it the more conservative way, logo on the left side and navigation on the right side. Let's click Update. And as you can see, the logo now is on the left side and the navigation is here, and the more options you add, the further it gets to the left. Okay, so there's still another option under header remaining. And this is logo top, navigation above. And this gives you a lot of other options. So first of all, we have a text field now here. And let's take a look at the front end to see what this text field actually means. So if we update here, you can see that now here the logo is displayed. On the right side, we have a text section that is defined in the text field. And on the bottom, we have our navigation. So this is maybe something you know from the demo pages from Affiliate Theme.io, that this section often appears. So this section can easily be defined here under header if we have this option chosen. And here we have now the text that appears on top. So actually here we don't see the logos because we're in the visual editor. So if we change to text, we can see that there was some icon code added here. So don't be confused by this little code section. It is really not that difficult. If you just want to change the text next to it, you can see, for example, the free shipping part is here with the truck. So here, free shipping, you can just change it to example text for now. And it changes right there. So this gives you a lot of options in the header section. So next, let's take a look at the navigation section. So we click navigation here, and a couple of new options appear. So after the layout section, we first have the option drop down with hover. So let's just activate this and click update. Let's go back to the front end, refresh the page. And here in our case, we can't really see this yet because in our navigation, there is no drop-down menu defined. So let's just go to the appearance section and navigate to menus. And now we have our main menu here on the right side that we defined in chapter 1. And now we want a little drop-down menu to appear. So let's just do it for this example. So I'm just dragging and dropping them under here. So right now we have the home page as the main topic, and we have 2 subtopics on the bottom, and this is contact and blog. So we're just going to click Save Menu. We're going back to the front end. We refresh the page and we see that this little toggle here appears, and we can see the drop down right here. So to go back to the navigation options, what this here does is that when you hover over the navigation item, you can actually see it right away. So let's just deactivate it to see the difference. Go back to the front end, and you see now the color changes, but I have to click it. So that's not really nice because people are not used to click this item. They just want to see what the subheadings are. So we're just going to choose yes again and click update. So the next option we have is a sticky navigation. So that means that the navigation will be fixed at the top of the screen when you scroll down. So let's just activate this and click update. Let's go to a page that is a bit longer. So the blog page already has a bit of content. So if we scroll down, you see that the navigation does not disappear, but just stays on top of our screen. So that's also a very handy feature. Let's go on and see what other options we have. Well, there's still the search. You can activate a search bar in the navigation, but we're not going to do that now. So let's move on in our options here. So I already clicked the teaser section right here. So this is not really an important part of the design settings, but nevertheless, let's just talk about the basic things. So you can activate a global teaser right here. So a teaser is basically a section like a slider that appears always on top of your website, where you can, for example, slide through photos. If you want that to be globally activated, you can do it here. And also you can change between full width and boxed design again. So let's take a look at how a teaser looks in action. So we're going to pages, all pages, and we're going to choose our home page. And under the content and the Yoast section, you find a teaser section, and here you can define the teaser for this specific page. So not as mentioned in the general design settings, where you can define one for every page, but this is just for the home page. So let's just play around a bit here. So we're not going to change the options up here. Let's just add an image for the desktop first. So we're going to select this one and add again some lorem ipsum. Here, and we're going to click add an image, and now let's choose another one, click select, add some text again, click update. Let's take a look at the front end now. So now you can see WordPress added a big teaser section to our home page, which automatically changes from photo to photo if you just stay on the page, as you can see right here. And if you have some nice pictures and some nice short text, this can really be a neat feature for your homepage. And also you can make this look smaller, etc. We're going to talk about this more in the future. But again, for example, in the global section, you can define that this right here will be displayed on each and every page. So for example, you click on contact and again, you will see this teaser. In very few cases, this makes sense. If this makes sense for your website, you can just, again, define it under options, design, and then go to teaser. So the next option in the design section are breadcrumbs. So breadcrumbs, you can imagine them like a file path on your computer. So for example, if you are here on the blog page and you click on a blog, the file path, or in that case in the web, the breadcrumb is blog, because we were first on the blog page, and then, for example, update 1. So basically this is a path that always tells the user where exactly he is on the website. And this is, first of all, good for user experience, but also for search engines. It's always good to have breadcrumbs. So in order to use breadcrumbs, we actually need the plugin WordPress SEO by Yoast, which is a very useful plugin to optimize your websites for search engines. So we're going to click the plugin here, but we're not going to download it here, but we can just go here to plugins and click add new. And we can search for Yoast SEO. And already the first result is correct. So we're going to click install now. And after the installation, we have to activate the plugin. So we're clicking activate. This is it. And now we can go to the settings of the Yoast plugin. So after we activated the Yoast plugin, we can go here under SEO to dashboard and then choose the feature tab up here. And then there is one option we have to enable, and this is advanced settings page. So we're just going to click here and click save changes. So why are we doing this? As you can see now on the left side, there are a couple of more options appearing for this Yoast plugin. And one of those options is advanced. We're going to click that. And now we can actually define if and how the breadcrumbs are used on our website. So we're just going to enable them and ignore all the options for now. Click save changes. And now the breadcrumbs basically work, but we go back to our design settings from the affiliate theme, go to the breadcrumbs section, and now tell him where to display the breadcrumbs. So by default, it's always below the navigation. So let's just take a look at that. So we're going to click update and refresh on our front end. And you can see now that the breadcrumb is displayed right here. So actually, in the style it is right now, I think it would be nicer to have it above the footer. So I'm going back to breadcrumbs, go to position and say above the footer. Clicking update. And in addition, I just want it to be boxed. So I click update again, go to my front end, update, and now you can see that the breadcrumb is displayed above the footer, which looks, at least in this design, much nicer. So let's go on with the last two options in the design section. So first of all, we have content. And again, here we can choose the layout of the content sections. So basically everything that is between the navigation and header and the footer is the content section. So again, here you can choose separately what design it should be. But this is not so important for now. We're just going to leave it full width as it is currently. And we're going now to the footer section where we have, again, plenty of options. So first of all, we can define if the footer should be sticky. So if we activate this, no matter how long your page is, the footer will remain at the bottom of the screen. So this is sensible. but we don't need it for now because we don't have very long pages yet. So the other option that is very interesting is the widget section. So let's just activate it for now. And we can see it says here, this option unlocks 4 new widgets areas at design widgets. So actually now we can insert widgets into our footer section. So this is a very, very neat feature. So we're going to activate and update, go back to footer. And now, first of all, we can go to the widget section. So as you can see, after activating the widget option for our footer, 4 new areas appear here in addition to the general sidebar. So we have footer 1, footer 2, footer 3, and footer 4. So basically what those footers sections do is that this area can be filled with widgets. So we have 4 sections here. So like this part, this part, this part, and this part, which can be filled with whatever widget you might want to use. So maybe we start with the custom menu. This is a default widget from WordPress. We will choose the footer 1 area, click add widget, call it menu. And here we can select the menu just as we can do here in the menu section under appearance. So we're going to select the main navigation. So the customer also has the main navigation again on the bottom of the page. If he scrolls down and just wants to switch to another part of the page. So let's just click save for now. We go to our front end, click refresh. And as you can see, we now have already a little menu down here, which is exactly the same as in our main navigation. So this will fill up the first footer section. We can go on the second footer section and add some custom text, for example. So just a usual text module. As you can see, you can also drag and drop the widgets. So we're just going to call this text affiliate shop, maybe some information about what you're actually doing as an affiliate. And again, add some lorem ipsum, click save. Let's update our front page and we can see this also appears right here. I'm just going to delete some text so it's not too long. And maybe as a third feature, we can add some social media. So we're going to add the social media widget from Affiliate Theme.io to the third part of our footer. We're just going to call this our social media channels. We don't have those channels yet, so we're just going to put an hashtag here so the logo still appears, because the system thinks a URL actually exists. We're going to click save, go back to our front end. And now this looks already a bit better because we have now smaller text here. We have Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus added to our footer if people are interested in the social media channels of our website. So this already looks really nice, but the problem is maybe you don't like the styling of this section. So this is very easy. You can just click the customize button up here. We're going to talk about this a lot more later on, just for you to know. Wait until it's loaded. We go down here. And then right here, you have a section called footer. And then you have 3 different settings for the widget area. So first of all, you have widget general. So you can define the background color, the border color, for example, and the font color, etc. So this is going to affect everything right here. So for example, just so you know how it works, we can change the font color of the heading. And you can see now it's red. Red that is similar to the main navigation we have up here. So like this, you can change a lot of things in the footer section to make it fit the general design of your website.